Hello FPL managers and welcome back for another video. My name's Jack and today we're going to go over our final team selection for GameWeek 13. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel, and also click the notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. Also, look out for FPL Social, which is a live in-person FPL event coming up in Melbourne in February of next year. We're going to be there, so for more tickets and information, click the link in the description. And with that being said, let's jump into the video. So first of all, let's have a look at how the team got on in blank Game Week 12. It definitely was a very hectic game week for us this week, as in total we did have 7 players in the squad that were either not playing, injured, or weren't being started by their respective sides. We did actually have to take a -8 hit as well and still only managed to have 10 players starting. So with that all taken into consideration, let's have a look at how the team got on. In goals, Ward surprisingly was able to produce 9 points, as not only did Leicester get a clean sheet, but he also picked up triple bonus points, which was a very nice surprise to see there, as I did transfer him in for Nick Pope. He did actually outscore Nick Pope, which was good to see, so this transfer allowed us to not only free up money, but also Ward scored higher than what Pope would have, so overall very happy with that transfer. Looking at the defenders now, Anderson just got the 2 points as Crystal Palace surprisingly did concede at home to Wolves. They didn't have a massive amount of chances throughout the game, Wolves, but Adama Traore did head home for them. And then Timothy Castagna was able to capitalise on the double Leicester defenders for us at the back with another clean sheet. He's now returned in 4 consecutive matches for Leicester, so he's been in great recent form and definitely very happy to have him in the side. Unfortunately, Patterson did have to start for us this game week. He obviously was injured for Everton, so he didn't play. And Kieran Trippier continued his great consistent form with not only a clean sheet, but also triple bonus points for Newcastle in their match, which was awesome to see. Looking to the midfielders now, Andreas Pereira was definitely very unlucky to only get the 3 points, as he definitely could have had both goals and assists in their home game against Aston Villa, as he was getting very involved and was so close to having so many attacking returns in this one. Salah, he was the other new signing. He only managed 3 points actually, as he's now alternated between blanking and scoring in every single game week so far this season, which is a bit of an interesting pattern. He wasn't able to get himself any attacking returns against West Ham, but hopefully with a great fixture coming up against Nottingham Forest this game week, he can get back on the score sheet. Wilfried Zaha, it was great to see him return for us, as he got himself his second return in 3 game weeks for Crystal Palace with a goal. He was also able to jump on bonus points for them, which was good to see, scoring 8 points there. And then Leon Bailey actually did start for Aston Villa. I wasn't expecting him to start for them. He only played 57 minutes, so didn't get the extra playing point, but also picked up a yellow card as well, taking him down to 0. So he might as well have just got benched and not played anyway, so that was a bit frustrating. But then looking to the players up top, Mitrovic got himself a second consecutive goal in 2 game weeks, which is nice to see from him. A bit surprised he wasn't able to jump on bonus points, but I'll still take the 6 points up top. And Harry Kane was our captaincy option. He did score 1 point less than Mo Salah, so we were tossing on between him and Salah for captain. We missed out on a couple of points there, but he didn't really have too many chances away to Manchester United in Game Week 12. Then looking at the bench, Everson was there, he didn't play, and then our triple Manchester City players in Foden, Cancelo and Haaland all didn't have a fixture. So with that all taken into consideration, we scored 46 points for game week 12, which saw our old rank sit at 620k, drop down to 730k, but overall, considering that we did take a -8 hit and only had 10 players playing, I'm happy, more than happy to just take a rough 100k red arrow there, as I do think it could have been much, much worse. So before we have a look at the Game Week 13 team, let's just quickly discuss what our transfer plans are for the coming game weeks. We probably aren't going to use a transfer coming into Game Week 13, as our squad is looking fairly strong until then. The bench is looking pretty decent, and it's very well set up for this game week in general. In terms of transfers from Game Weeks 13 through 16, I'm very happy with the squad we've got right now. So the only transfers that are probably going to be made are to deal with injuries or players being consistently benched, or maybe one extra bench depth for our squad. Those would be the only transfers we're looking to make, as I'm very happy with the starting 11 at the moment. So with that in mind, let's have a look at our Game Week 13 squad. It is looking very nice this game week. Ward has got a decent fixture of Wolves away. Leicester's defence has improved quite a lot. They've now picked up 2 clean sheets in their last 3. And Wolves don't tend to score too many goals. They haven't scored very many so far this season, one of the lowest out of all teams. So there is the potential for that back-to-back Leicester clean sheet here. Looking to the defenders, Anderson also has a good fixture from a defensive standpoint. Everton haven't scored a massive amount of goals this season, so maybe Crystal Palace can get back to their clean sheet ways in this one. Timothy Castaña's in there to capitalise on that double Leicester defence. We could look to start either Bailey or Andreas, who have got Brentford at home and Leeds away respectively. But I actually would prefer the double up on Leicester defence with Castagna playing, as not only does he offer great clean sheet potential in this one, he's just getting so far at the pitch. He's been very unfortunate not to have more goals and assists so far this season, considering his positioning, and he's getting lots of shots off and attempting quite a lot of assists as well. So for a player of 4.5 million, definitely happy with him in the squad, and he's got a starting place this game week. João Cancelo comes off the bench from the Game Week 12 squad to play against Brighton at home. Definitely a very good fixture for him. I am hoping for a Manchester City clean sheet, as Brighton have looked a bit out of sorts recently, especially from an attacking standpoint. They haven't been scoring too many goals in the last 2 to 3 and even 4 game weeks, so there is the potential for the clean sheet, plus Cancelo always offers great attacking potential, so he could definitely haul this game week. And then Kieran Trippier does get a start despite having a tricky fixture of Tottenham away. He has returned in a lot of his most recent game weeks. He's been such a consistent performer, so even though Tottenham away is a tricky fixture defensively, he can always go forward and chip in with an assist from a corner or a set piece, or even get himself a goal from a nice free kick position there. So definitely looking to start him this game week. Mo Salah does take the vice captain's armband in the midfield. It's definitely a toss-up between him and Haaland this game week. Kane is also a decent contender with Newcastle at home. All very, very good fixtures. But Salah is going to have the vice captaincy this week. Nottingham Forest away is a great fixture. And as we touched on, Salah has actually alternated between returning and blanking for every single week so far this season. And this week coming up is expected to be his returning week. So hopefully he can get back to scoring those goals for Liverpool if he can get those starting minutes, as he has been playing a lot of games for them recently. Phil Foden also comes off the bench. He's got Brighton at home this week, another very good fixture. As we've touched on, Brighton haven't been in the best form. They made a great start to the season, but have dropped off slightly. So hopefully Manchester City attackers can capitalise on this. And Phil Foden's averaging around 10 points in his last 4 matches. He's been in superb form, so I'm very happy to have him back in the side. Wolves Zaha's got Everton away, another decent fixture for him to continue his good recent form. A goal obviously in his most recent match. He's getting into some good areas, so hopefully he can get goals in back-to-back games against an Everton side that have been decent so far this season, but I'm hoping for a Zaha goal in this one. Looking to the forwards now, Mitrovic, a player that I'm very happy to have in the squad. There is a lot of other decent mid-price forward options right now, whether it be Solanke or Tony, even Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal have got some good fixtures coming up. He could be a good pick as well, but for now I'm happy to hold on to Mitrovic, as he's got himself 2 goals in his most recent 2 games, and he's got 3 very good fixtures coming up, starting with Leeds away, who have shipped quite a few goals this season. Erling Haaland takes the captain's armband, unsurprisingly. He's got Brighton at home, definitely a decent fixture for him, and I just think it's too risky not to go with him as captain, despite us having arguably better fixtures in the squad with Salah and Kane facing Nottingham Forest away and Newcastle at home respectively, but I just like the form and the amount of chances that Erling Haaland is getting. He's also been well rested compared to the other players in the squad, because Manchester City didn't have that fixture mid-game week, so he's going to be fresh and ready to go and definitely getting those starting minutes. Then Harry Kane, as we've touched on, he's got Newcastle at home. Last week was the first week against Manchester United that he blanked in the, was his first blank, in the last 10 game weeks. So he's been in great form for Tottenham. Newcastle at home is a great fixture for him to return it to his goal-scoring ways. He's getting lots of chances. He does have the second highest expected goals out of any player in FPL so far. So another very decent captaincy contender if you are looking for a differential. But personally, I'm not willing to take the risk of taking the armband off Haaland, as he's just such a popular captain pick right now. And I'm fearful of too much of a rank decrease if I don't have him on the armband. Then looking at the bench, Everson there's got Wolves away. He's the backup to Danny Ward. So of course, if Ward doesn't play, we're always going to have that playing keeper. Currently, Bailey and Andreas do sit on the bench. There is the potential for them to come on if there's any late injury news, or we're not a fan of the double Leicester defence at Wolves away, but for now I am happy with the starting 11. Otherwise, the bench is looking pretty deep this week with Bailey and Andreas, both with good fixtures and hopefully playing for their respective sides. And then Patterson remains in the third bench position, as he's still out injured for Everton. Thanks for watching today's team selection for Game Week 13. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel. Also, click the notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. And look out for FPL social tickets and information to that are in the description down below. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.